Hi you guys. How are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? Okay, I miss this camera. Okay, I miss sitting in front of this camera and talking to you guys. So here we are. Honestly, I don't even know what this video is gonna be about. I just decided to turn on the camera and talk. So, first off, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I am Mecca, self-published author, tarot reader, hoodoo practitioner, all of the things. Thank you for joining me on my channel. If you like this video, if this is something that you find yourself, aligning with, okay, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop me a comment, okay? We fan bam here. We're fan bam here, okay? But guys, I'm on vacation. I'm having the most amazing time. And a lot of people are like, girl, why are you working while you're supposed to be on vacation? And the answer to that simply is this is not work to me. I love doing this, and I honestly feel bad because I don't have the time when I'm home to really do this. Like, work has been kicking my rear end. Like, I've been doing a lot of overtime, and I haven't had the energy to do between work, like between my 9 to 5 and running my business. Like, I don't be having the time to do nothing. So the times that I do have when I'm rested and I'm energized and I have the time to sit down and really do YouTube or do a live, which I'll be doing later tonight. Like, these are things that I love to do that I just don't be having the time to do. So this is not work to me, to answer everybody's question. But I really wanted to do this video because I'm in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I'm actually here visiting my boyfriend. And since I've been here, I've just been in the best mood. I've been having so much fun. We actually just got back from South Carolina. We were at Myrtle Beach, just we kind of spent the weekend or whatever. And we had a blast there. So we're back in Fayetteville, and I'll be here for the next couple of days. And I just felt like it was fitting for me to do this video because this is really a complete 360 moment that I'm sitting in right now, because I got my, let me not say that, because I've always, in a sense, unknowingly practiced hoodoo. I just didn't know that's what I was doing. But Fayetteville, when people ask me where I'm from, it's kind of a layered question for me because I'm from so many different places. I was born in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee. I grew up primarily in Virginia, and then I moved to Pennsylvania when I was like 9, 10, and then I moved back to Virginia, and then I ended up here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I moved here when I was 19, and just looking back at how far I've come and the journey that has taken me to get to the place that I am in my life, in my spiritual journey, and all of that good stuff. It's just a very sobering moment to be back in Fayetteville where things got real for me. And a lot of people ask me all the time about my story and about how did you get started, being a spiritualist and practicing hoodoo and things like that. And I can't help but reference Fayetteville when I talk about those things. So when people ask me where I'm from, I always say I'm Virginia raised, Fayetteville bred, because Fayetteville bred me. Fayetteville was a very integral part of me becoming who I am right now. And when I say becoming who I am, I mean having the spiritual wherewithal and having the fortitude to stand in my purpose, because that's not something that I always was able to do. And so as I'm here in Fayetteville, and I told my boyfriend when he picked me up from the train station last week, I was telling him, like, as soon as I got to Fayetteville and stepped off the train and I breathed in that Fayetteville air, I just felt like I'm home. And it's, if you know me, like, off of social media, like, if you're here, you know me personally, you will know when I left here in 2015, that is not the song that I was singing. Like, I hated Fayetteville with the passion when I left here. But when I left here, I was 25 years old. I had been very jaded by Fayetteville because of the experiences that I had here. But since I've been away, I've had time to grow, and I've had time to process. And in that growth, I've learned to appreciate the things that I went through here in Fayetteville, because had I not gone through those things, I don't know if I would be able to sit here in front of you guys and share the information that I share with you. I don't know if I would have ever gone down that rabbit hole, and I don't know if I would have ever broken away from what I was raised in, which was the church. And I don't even want to say broke away, but I don't know if I would have took the path that I've taken. And so it's very sobering sitting here in Fayetteville. I am literally in heaven, and most of which, I mean, of course, because I'm here with my boo, okay? But mostly because, you know what? I can't even say mostly, because if you've been following me, I'm gonna put it like this. Takes a sip of juice, excuse me. If you've been following me for the last 2 years or so, you know the stint that I went through being homeless, and then, you know, my boyfriend being locked up, having to come back here to Fayetteville, because when they arrested him, they extradited him back here. And so me and him have been apart for about a year. And I think we both have had the time to take to really appreciate where we were versus where we are. Was it hard being separated? Absolutely. Wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But at the same time, we've grown as people, and us growing as people has allowed us to grow together as a couple. And we were talking last night about, he was just telling me and saying to me how sometimes he feels as though I don't give myself enough credit and I don't see my growth. And I own that. I have no choice but to own that, because I'm very hard on myself. I'm very like, you gotta do it, Mecca. You gotta do it all. And I'm sitting here, and I started to kind of stress about things back home. I don't even want to say stress, but like in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know, when I get home, I gotta do orders, I gotta do this, I gotta basically pick back up where I left off. Like, I have to hit the ground running. Like, literally, my train comes in Thursday, I go back to work Friday. So like, I literally have to hit the ground running. And so I started to kind of get a little edgy about that. And he was like, yo, you're on vacation, like, chill out. And he was like, you have to stop and breathe sometimes. You have to stop and smell the roses sometimes. And Fayetteville was a thorn attached to the rose that is my life. And just sitting here and being in this, I guess my message to you guys is, don't give up. And I know that's a very simple message, a very cliche message, a very heard it all before Sunshine Anderson message, but don't give up. Because when I left Fayetteville, when I left here in 2015, I had no idea the course that my life was going to take. I had no idea that me and my boyfriend would become serious as we are now. I had no idea that I would go on and write a book. I had no idea that I would have a job doing what I love, working with kids, even though never mind, I'm not even going to say that on camera. Because with my luck, somebody from my job is saying like, girl, but you know, doing what I love, working with kids, and, you know, having the apartment of my dreams. And I just think about the things that I had to go through to get there. And had I given up, had I stopped, had I not kept going and having faith and really pressing forward, I would not be living the type of life that I'm living. And that's not to brag whatsoever, because child, I still have my moments, okay? Everything is not peachy. But at the same time, I have everything that I've asked for. And so, even through the trials and the tribulations that I went through, I was always kept. I was always taken care of. There was always grace. And for that, I will forever be thankful. And that's why I can sit here in front of y'all and be the open book that I am, because I'm not ashamed of anything that I went through. And I want you guys to know that you have nothing to be ashamed of either. So if you're in a place right now where you're feeling as though you don't, like, you can't see the forest for the trees, you don't see any silver lining behind any cloud, let me be an example for you. Let me be the example that things get better. Ooh, child, why am I about to cry? We are not doing that. But let me be the example that things get better, that there is always a silver lining, even when you don't see it. There's a saying, a quote, I guess you can say, that, how does it go? It was just on the tip of my tongue too. Dear Lord Jesus. And it escapes me. That is so annoying. It was like the perfect quote for the perfect moment. But it's basically saying, like, oh, okay. So if you are in a place where, how can I word this? Where things are hard, because we're still in a panoramic, okay? Things are still a little stressful. People still don't have jobs. People still waiting on stimmies, okay? People still wait for Stimothy to pull up in the bank account. But if you're in that place, just think to yourself, if you want to give it a time frame, you can give it a time frame, whatever. But this is how I look at things. What has been my saving grace is looking back. How can I word this to where it makes sense? One day you're going to look back and you're going to be like, damn it, I'm so glad I didn't quit. And I know you're like, girl, whatever, it don't feel like that right now. I know. But one day, when all of this passes, when this moment is over, because it's all but a moment, when this moment is over, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, God damn it, I'm so happy I didn't quit. So, that's all I wanted to say. It's just a sobering moment, sitting in the place where it all began, where Mecca was born, where Mecca was created. Okay, it's sobering, and I wanted to come and share that with you guys. So, as always, I tell you guys all the time, my inbox is always open on any social media network, Twitter, Instagram, here. My emails are always open if you guys have questions, concerns, video suggestions, what have you. This is an all-encompassing channel, and I'm open to talking about anything with you guys. So, this is kind of like, I don't even want to say a vlog style, because it's not really a vlog, because I'm like, it's one take. But this was just me enjoying my vacation, me enjoying life, me being thankful and showing my gratitude to you guys, to my ancestors, to my spirit court, for allowing me to be able to share space with you guys. So until next time, I will talk to you guys later. If you haven't checked out my last 2 videos, make sure you go do that. And I will talk to you later. Bye.